Good day, leaders. Today I want to talk about a different style of leadership, a new leadership paradigm, if you will, and that's the mint leadership style. And you might be saying, mint? Why mint? Well, mint, think of mint. When you think of mint, you think of things that are fresh, things that are refreshing, things that are uplifting. And generally, mint is something that is good for you. So this is a leadership style that brings out the best in you, that uplifts, that develops, that gets you to the end that you would like. And it's deliberate about the leadership legacy. It's focused on personal legacy. What would you like people to say about you? How would you like to be remembered? What would you like to achieve as a leader? But this approach is an eclectic approach. It's not focused on just one thing. It focuses on your goals and your outcomes, and these are things that you've set for yourself and you're motivated to achieve them. So you have this big picture, this vision for your life, this legacy that you'd like to leave, that things that you would like to achieve, and you're super motivated because it's coming from within you. And the question that this leadership approach, this leadership style asks is, who do I need to become? Who do I need to become as a leader in order to achieve the outcomes that I have set for myself, the goals that I have set? So in this eclectic approach, we've pulled together, the best and the most relevant tenets of various leadership styles. So for example, for the transformational leadership approach, we've pulled from that being visionary and motivating persons to achieve things, to achieve goals that are outside of themselves, that are for the greater good, that are for the team. So that we've pulled that from the transformational leadership approach. And then there's a servant leadership approach, and from that we've used the nurturing approach and developing our team members, encouraging them to be better, to do better, to grow, to go to that next level. And so that's really about them and not so much us. Us to the extent that we're looking at succession planning and how nurturing them and developing these individuals on our team would take us to a closer point in achieving our goals. And so we pull from these various tenets. We pull from transactional leader in the sense that we want to reward our team members, for the good that they're doing, and we want to praise them and in that respect. So we pull from these different tenets. But MINT is, as it's an acronym, and it's about being magnetic, about being innovative, about being nurturing and transcendent. And I'm going to go through each of these different tenets of MINT leadership and what you can expect to see from them and what they mean. So let's talk about magnetic leadership. And this is leading in a way that attracts the right talent to your team. So you are emotionally aware, not just of your feelings, but of the feelings of other persons. You are aware of how those feelings impact you and how they impact those others around you. So you are keen to develop a great place to work, an environment where people feel happy. There's trust, there's camaraderie, there is performance. You want to build that culture of being a great place to work. And in so doing, you build a high performance team because you're now choosing the right talent, not the best talent necessarily, but the right talent. And the right talent is the talent that can do the job, but that can also fit into the culture that you are creating in your team. So you are creating an environment where certain people will flourish, and those persons have the ability to achieve the goals that you'd like them to achieve. And so magnetic leadership is about having the right people in the right environment that will take you up, 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 and give you the results that you want to achieve. And that is magnetic leadership, creating a culture that produces job satisfaction, camaraderie, and high performance. So innovative leadership, this is where you are encouraging product and process improvement, and the team is encouraged to think outside of the box. And while they're thinking outside of the box, they're not terrified about making mistakes. In some departments, in some fields, a mistake can cost you millions. And so we're careful about that, and there are guardrails against those kinds of things. But they're still allowed to be creative and to improve the processes, improve the product. And they're not thinking about solving problems that are just for today. Innovative leadership encourages team members to think about the future. What are the potential problems that we could face, and how can we think about solving those problems right now? Thinking about what are the problems that we could face in 5 years, in 3 years, in 2 years, down the road, not just the ones that we have to deal with right now, and how can we be creative and think ahead so that we are ahead of the game, and our customers and our stakeholders are benefiting from our creativity, and we are enjoying the process while doing that without fear of reprimand and punishment and castigation and shame. We're allowed to grow and to develop and to be. And so that would be innovative leadership. The next is nurturing leadership. And at the heart of nurturing leadership is people. It's people development. This is growing your team. And persons are, again, encouraged to do better and to be better. How do I encourage each of my team members? I look at each person and I see where they are now, and we have conversation, we have dialogue about where they would like to be personally, but also where they would need to be to grow within the team, to grow within the organization. And we work together to chart a path to help them to grow, to move toward that next level. And in this leadership tenet, in this leadership style, we're also very concerned about succession planning, because as a leader, I can only move into that next space, that next realm, that next area for myself if I have developed someone to move into the gap that I am going to leave behind. If I don't have someone to move into the gap, then things may fall apart. And that would be a poor reflection on me as a leader. So when I'm leaving, if my team is still strong and they're able to still grow and move to the next level after my departure, that speaks volumes about my leadership style and my legacy of leadership, because I've created something that will last even beyond me, as opposed to creating something that upon my departure will just disintegrate into nothing. So succession planning, rather, is a key tool for my sustainable legacy, for the leader's sustainable legacy, and for success. And then finally, we get to transcendent leadership. And this is what I call leading above the fray. We don't get into the day-to-day and the arguments and the petty things that leaders sometimes get involved with. We're visionary. We're thinking about what we want the future to look like. And we're agile. How quickly can we adjust and adapt to do the things that we need to do to reflect the changes in the environment? Because we know that markets change really rapidly. Technology changes rapidly. Are we leaders in these changes? Or if not leaders, then can we adapt quickly and adjust quickly in order to keep up, in order to be competitive? We are decisive in our approach. We don't sit on things and wait. We take a decision, good, bad, or indifferent. We make a decision, and if it's a bad decision, we learn from it, we adjust, and we move forward. And if it's a good decision, we take the benefits of that and we move forward. But we are passionate also. We thrive on going and on doing the things that we do, on developing persons, on loving persons, on being visionary, on taking the team to the next level and beyond. And with all that passion, it's not so much about us, it's more about what we're building, the vision and the team that we're bringing along. And so in that respect, we are humble. We are humble when things are great and when there is praise to be given. We take the good to great approach, where the window and mirror approach, where we look out the window, we look at our team members and we say, who can we give the credit to? who deserves the credit for where we are now. And when things are not going so well, we understand that as the leader, the buck stops with us. And so we take responsibility, we own our role, and we help the team to move beyond what is happening now. So that is transcendent leadership. It's being visionary, it's being agile, decisive, passionate, but humble. So we are driven to get things done, but we are humble in how we do it. And that is Mint leadership for you: magnetic, innovative, nurturing, transcendent. And I look forward to sharing that. So from us at the Influence Hub to your unlimited possibilities. Until next time.